Have you ever wondered if giants actually exist? While they might seem like something out of myths or legends, real-life giants do walk among us. In this video, we introduce you to 15 remarkable individuals with extraordinary height and massive builds. From towering athletes to record-setting icons, these people stretch the boundaries of what the human body is believed to handle. Their presence isn't just impressive, it challenges everything we thought we knew about human potential. Let's start this countdown with number 15, Sajjad Gharibi. Sajjad Gharibi, better known as the Iranian Hulk or Persian Hercules, drew worldwide attention for his unbelievable physique and sheer power. At just 25 years old, he stands 6.2 tall and weighs an astonishing 340 pounds. His upper body is so broad that people often compare it to the trunk of a redwood tree. Known for lifting to 386 pounds with little effort, Sajjad's strength is difficult to ignore. His popularity skyrocketed after his Instagram posts went viral, showing him gripping household items that looked tiny in his hands. His appearance alone made each photo a visual spectacle. In 2016, his journey took a turn when he joined the Iranian military with the intent to participate in the fight against ISIS. But Sajjad's ambitions reach much further. He's expressed a strong interest in pursuing professional wrestling, following the path of giants like Andre the Giant. Despite his fearsome size, he's often described as a warm, respectful, and genuine person. Number 14, John A. was more than just tall. He was unforgettable. At 8 feet 10 inches, he remains one of the tallest actors in cinematic history. His massive height wasn't just eye-catching, it became part of his identity in silent films, where his presence alone held an audience's attention. One tailoring session captured this perfectly. A man stood on a stepladder just to take measurements as John removed his jacket, revealing a chest that spanned 61 inches. They continued with his waist, back, and inseam, every figure remarkable. In one amusing moment, someone slipped both feet inside a single one of John's shoes, and they fit with space to spare. That single act said everything about his scale. While John's film roles left an impression, it was the sheer size of the man himself that made him a legend. His image, both on screen and off, endures as a reminder of how some people leave a mark simply by standing in the room. Number 13, Hafthor Julius Björnsson. Hafthor Julius Björnsson is known worldwide as the Mountain from Game of Thrones. But long before that role, he was already a giant in every sense. Standing 6'9" and weighing 400 pounds, he embodies raw strength and discipline. Early in life, he pursued basketball, where his size gave him a clear edge. But after a serious knee injury ended that path, he shifted focus to strength sports. That decision changed everything. Hafthor didn't just enter the strongman world, he rose through it fast, earning respect with feats few could match. With a deadlift of 990 pounds under his belt, he became one of the most dominant athletes in the field. In 2017, he secured second place at the prestigious World's Strongest Man event. His presence is commanding, but it's his steady focus and work ethic that set him apart. Whether lifting, acting, or competing, Hafthor's name stands as proof of what relentless effort and size can achieve. Number 12, Hongman Choi. Hongman Choi is hard to miss, for more reasons than one. At 7'2" and around 331 pounds, his combination of size, strength, and presence makes him a force both in and out of the ring. As a professional kickboxer and MMA fighter, his physical advantage is impossible to ignore. One opponent even joked that Choi's knees reached head height. His strikes carry the kind of power that few can absorb. Nicknamed the Techno Goliath and Korean Monster, Choi brings dramatic flair to his performances, often celebrating wins with bursts of personality and energy. But his talents didn't stop at combat sports. In 2007, he entered the world of pop culture, forming a music duo with Korean supermodel Kang Sui called Beauty and the Beast. Their act captured national attention. With his unique blend of athletic power and playful charm, Choi became more than a fighter. He became an icon. Watch his fight with Akabono, and everything about him becomes unforgettable. Number 11, Sandy Allen, Sandra Elaine Allen, often called Sandy, was born in 1955 in Chicago and grew to a height of 7 feet 7, 1/4 inches, earning her the title of the world's tallest living woman. She held this record from 1976 until her passing in 2008, with Guinness World Records confirming her place in history. Sandy's extreme height was the result of a pituitary tumor that caused her body to produce excess growth hormone during childhood. Life came with daily obstacles, finding clothes that fit, walking through narrow doors, or sitting in public spaces built for average sizes. But Sandy carried herself with calm dignity. In the 1970s, unsure if she truly was the tallest woman, she reached out to Guinness. Their confirmation brought her global recognition. What followed wasn't just fame, but purpose. She became a public speaker, a figure of pride and a symbol of grace. Sandy showed the world that standing out isn't a burden. It's a way to lead with quiet strength. Number 10, Ulyana Samjonova. Ulyana Samjonova was a towering force in basketball, her height making her one of the most dominant figures in the history of women's sports. Born in 1952 in Riga, Latvia, she stood 7 feet tall and wore men's size 21 shoes, the largest size ever recorded in the women's game. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, she ruled the Soviet Union's national team and was hailed as the greatest female basketball player of her generation. Her presence turned every match into a spectacle. By 16, she was already being called the Queen of the Court, a name that stuck throughout her career. But her skill wasn't limited to size. Her agility, rebounding power, and feel for the game made her unstoppable. No matter where she played, Ulyana left an impression that couldn't be ignored. Her legacy reshaped the sport, inspiring future generations and pushing women's basketball forward on a global scale. What she achieved remains untouched to this day. Number 9, Adam Renaer. Adam Renaer's life remains one of the strangest medical cases in human history. He is the only known person to have lived first as a dwarf and later as a giant. Born in 1899 in Graz, Austria, he stood just 138 centimeters tall at 18. A year later, he measured only 143. But by the age of 21, Adam began growing rapidly and unexpectedly. He reached 216 centimeters and kept going. His spine curved, and his face, especially his jaw, became severely enlarged. Doctors attempted to slow this by operating on his pituitary gland, hoping to limit growth hormone levels. The procedure only partially worked. Over time, his health declined. He passed away at 51, having reached a final height of 234 centimeters. Adam's body defied every known pattern of human growth. His transformation remains medically unmatched, and his story continues to be studied today as one of the rarest and most unexplained physical shifts ever recorded. Number 8, Theodore Makhno. Theodore Makhno was born in 1878 in Kuki, now part of Belarus. His body began growing at an abnormal rate from an early age. By 14, he had already reached 200 centimeters. As he kept growing, daily life became a challenge. His clothes, bed, and furniture had to be specially built. His boots were so enormous that neighborhood kids used them as hiding spots during games. At age 14, Theodore joined a traveling circus, and by age 16, he stood close to 250 centimeters. His size caught the attention of medical researchers, some of whom offered money to examine him after death. He refused. He later married a fellow performer who stood 150 centimeters tall, a full meter shorter, and together they had 4 children. Theodore was known for his massive appetite and friendly nature, but his health began to fail in his early 30s. He died in 1912 at just 34, his body simply unable to support his incredible size any longer. Number 7, Mario Pudzianowski. Mariusz Pudzianowski, often called Pudzian, reshaped the meaning of strength. Born in 1977 in Białorussia, Poland, he stood 6'1" and weighed around 320 pounds at his peak. He didn't just win the world's strongest man competition, he owned it. With 5 first-place titles, Mariusz became the most successful champion in the event's history. His total of 16 strongman victories remains untouched. In one unforgettable event, he lifted 5 stones weighing 375 pounds each onto platforms in under 17 seconds. His speed and power left crowds speechless. But Mariusz brought more than raw muscle. He brought discipline and agility to a sport often seen as brute force alone. Later, he stepped into the world of MMA, refusing to be limited to one arena. In Poland, he became a national icon. Worldwide, he became a name synonymous with power. In the world of strength, few figures have carried the same weight, both physically and in legacy. Number 6. Satnam Singh. Satnam Singh Pamara, Indian wrestler and former basketball player, stands an imposing 7'2" and weighs 360 pounds. He made history as the first Indian ever drafted into the NBA, selected by the Dallas Mavericks in 2015 as the 52nd overall pick. Satnam's rise began early. At just 9 years old, he already measured 5'19", towering over others in his village. His father built a hoop outside their home to encourage him to practice. By 14, Satnam had grown to 6'6", wearing size 18 shoes. As his body grew, so did his dreams. He idolized Kobe Bryant and drew inspiration from legends like Yao Ming and Dwight Howard. His story reflects both natural size and unshakable willpower. Today, Satnam continues to represent India, not just in wrestling rings, but on global platforms. His extraordinary size made him stand out, but his drive and focus turned him into something more, a lasting symbol of determination on and off the court. Number 5. Muhammad Alam Chana. This Pakistani farmer became a part of history as one of the tallest men ever officially documented. Born in 1954 in Sewan Sharif, Sindh, his unusual growth became clear during adolescence. By the time he turned 18, he had already reached 6 feet 4 inches. But that was only the beginning. By 26, his height had climbed to a remarkable 7 feet 8 inches. Raised in a modest home, Alam's extraordinary size eventually caught the attention of a traveling circus manager in 1981. Impressed by his proportions, the man submitted photographs in a formal request to Guinness World Records. After a full investigation and direct measurement, Alam was confirmed as the tallest living man in 1982. He held the title until he died in 1998. In his later years, his height slightly declined to 7 feet 7 inches. Still, his remarkable stature and humble background made him a national symbol and a memorable figure in the world's record books. Number 4. Paul Sturgis. Paul Sturgis became a recognizable figure in British sports, not only for his skills, but for his size. As a former professional basketball player, he was officially measured by Guinness World Records in 2011. He stands at 7 feet 7 inches tall and weighs around 325 pounds. Paul made an impression both in the UK and the US, where he was recognized as the tallest college basketball player, wearing size 19 shoes. Unlike many people with extreme height due to medical conditions, his growth was entirely natural. His father stood 6 feet 10 inches, and tall relatives were common in his family. Paul became Britain's second tallest man after the unexpected passing of Neil Fingleton. His height and talent gained national attention when he appeared on Britain's Tallest Teens at age 19. He later explored acting, joined an agency, and studied at Florida Institute of Technology, where his size proved to be a natural advantage in a sport shaped by elevation and reach. Number 3. Martin Ford. Martin Ford is instantly recognized for both his immense size and commanding presence. Standing 6 feet 8 inches tall, his muscular build and intensity made him a prominent figure in the world of fitness. Before entering that space, Martin originally pursued a cricket career. A shift towards strength training gradually transformed his body and focus. Over time, his physical evolution brought a large following online, where he continues to share his progress and routines. His stature and persona soon led to roles in action films, where his frame became part of his character. Martin's story has inspired many, especially those aiming for physical change. His journey reflects steady discipline, not sudden success. He transitioned from athlete to bodybuilder to actor without ever losing his drive. His influence reaches beyond lifting or cinema. It comes from consistency, reinvention, and the decision to never stop moving forward. His transformation remains one of the most striking stories in modern fitness and film. Number 2. Brahim Takiullah. Brahim Takiullah lives with proportions that turn daily life into a logistical puzzle. His feet, each nearly 15 inches long, are the second largest ever officially recorded. Born in 1982 in Guelmim, Morocco, Brahim also stands 8 feet 1 inch tall, placing him among the tallest living people in the world. His journey into the medical world began in his 20s when a school physician urged him to seek further evaluation. He was eventually diagnosed with acromegaly, a rare disorder caused by a tumor affecting growth hormone production. His height has brought daily difficulties, from finding clothes and shoes to navigating public spaces. Yet Brahim's size also brought visibility and recognition. Guinness World Records acknowledge both his extreme height and foot size. Since then, he's been featured in international documentaries like Body Bazaar and Extraordinary People. His life may be shaped by his frame, but he remains calm, thoughtful, and admired far beyond the measurements that define his record. Number 1. Andre the Giant. Andrei René Roussimoff, known worldwide as Andre the Giant, left a lasting mark on wrestling and entertainment. Born in Coulommiers, France, he stood 7 feet 4 inches tall and weighed around 520 pounds due to gigantism and acromegaly, both caused by an overproduction of growth hormone. His wrestling career began in the early 1970s and quickly gained attention. His rare combination of size, strength, and agility made him an unforgettable presence in the ring. His matches became events, especially his iconic face-off with Hulk Hogan. Andre's fame extended well beyond sports. In 1987, he played the gentle giant Fezzik in The Princess Bride, winning over fans across generations. Among friends, he was legendary for his ability to drink, reportedly once finishing over 100 beers in a single sitting. Andre passed away in 1993 at the age of 46 from congestive heart failure. His story remains unmatched, his legacy carved in the memory of those who watched him rise. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, then like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you later.